guys, welcome back. It is the morning of day 3. Gonna be a shorter ride than we did yesterday, but yesterday was kind of brutal, so I'm happy for an easier day. Our camp is all packed up. Everybody's getting ready to go.
Today we're gonna make our way north of Hermosa, Blackhawk Pass, and we're gonna cruise all the way down to about Orphan Butte is right here, but we're gonna call our general camp zone tonight Orphan Butte, okay? So we're looking at about 17, 18 miles. So our big obstacle is Blackhawk Pass. 12,000 feet is our top out at Blackhawk. About a 4.5 mile descent down into Hotel Draw.
So let's do this. The first 10 minutes are always horrible.
I decided to leave in the explanation of the route for the day, not because the details really matter, but because in the last video I got some questions about the guiding and wanted to give you a feel for it. As with all the days on the CT thus far, we started out with a significant climb. What was really tough about this one though, was that we didn't get any warm-up. It went instantly from being in camp to what felt like climbing a wall.
Apparently the nature of the terrain for today's ride is a lot of up and down, very undulating. Definitely up and down terrain today.
If you detail the elevation profile chart, you can see the up and down nature of the terrain. There's many little pockets along the graph. As with everything, there's good and bad to this. It meant that descending came more often, but it also meant that both the descents and climbs were shorter.
Some pretty cool stuff.
Despite not being aware that somebody was taking pictures, I'm thankful for this picture because it turned out to be the only real action shot I got throughout the 5 days. Still not incredibly fast on the switchbacks, but definitely a huge improvement versus the days before.
I don't know what it is about the forest, but I just love being here. It's the quiet. In this particular section, I'm riding too fast to be caught, but too slow to catch the guy in front of me. And I'm all alone. And there's something about that solitude that's also so cool.
And that's a question I want to extend to you guys as well. Do you enjoy the solitude of the ride sometimes? For me, there's times where a solo ride is so great. Only the sound of the tires, the hubs, and nature. While this wasn't a solo ride at all, some sections allowed me to be solo for about 20 minutes, and it felt like the best of both worlds. Peace for a while, and then back to riding with the buddies.
So we're just about to finish what was an absolutely brutal climb. I'd say I'd pushed about 60% of it. Super chunky, super rocky, super steep. And if I'm not mistaken, we're getting up to Blackhawk Pass.
As with all the big climbs, the effort was well worth it, with amazing 360 views once at the top and an unbeatable sense of accomplishment. I particularly liked about this picture that you can see the trail where we're coming from all the way down there in the bottom. Additionally, I just wanted you to get a quick look at the peak of Blackhawk and the people climbing up. After a quick regroup and a sandwich break, we got back on our bikes for the longest descent of the day.
So this is the descent off of Blackhawk Pass.
The reward for the climb was an astonishing nearly 2,000 feet of descending.
It is incredibly loose, rocky, and with lots of exposure, so high consequence. It's got us riding a tiny bit slower.
Yikes, that was not a fun place to put a foot down.
Oh shit. That was scary. I looked out instead of looking where I wanted to go.
I know in video it didn't really seem like much, but it was one of those times where your mind tricks you into an unreasonable, oh my god, I'm gonna die moment. One of the amazing aspects of this descent was the variety. We encountered everything from rocky, tough and technical to perfectly buffed out and fast single track. The seriously tricky component though was that the change between both was almost always quite sudden.
Sometimes when I ride trails like this, and you just don't touch anything and let it float over the rocks and roots, I am honestly surprised with what modern bicycles are capable of. Man, that one can catch you off guard, send you right into the tree.
And unfortunately so, the amazing descent had come to an end. It was truly great though. According to Strava, we had gotten 21 minutes of continuous descending. After a short climb, we found a great spot for a snack before we tackled the last section for the day. Although this picture didn't turn out that great, my finger is pointing in the general direction we'd had come from on the days before. It was crazy to see how much distance we had actually covered.
This is our big last climb of the day. We got a couple hundred feet of vert to climb, then a short descent, and we're at camp for the day.
These sections with the tall vegetation were incredibly cool to me. The mixture of the green and purple from the flowers and the yellow gave it a very unique feel. Combine that with fun, fast riding, and it's no wonder that everybody who's done it says the CT is a must ride.
So while I take a 5-second breather, see these little markers? That's how you know you're on the Colorado Trail. Not all of them say it. The other ones are just like a little triangle with a mountain.
This last super steep techie section was completely unexpected. The trail before it had been rather tame and undulating, and suddenly we were getting off the ridge and losing lots of elevation in just a few hundred yards. One of the seriously cool things of the route for the day is that we literally camped next to the CT. So we got to ride straight into camp with some amazing views. Additionally, it meant that we were getting close to some of the best riding. Day 4 and 5 were unbelievable. If you think it's been good until now, wait until you see those two.
Okay, survived.
Survival. That was madness.
That was fun. That was awesome.
Buddy.
You guys see my
red van doing in the middle of the woods? Wow, I guess we do ride into camp.
Well guys, that is it for today. We have made it to camp. Now the awesome guys from Western Spirit are gonna put together some appetizers and stuff like that while we set up our tents and stuff. Well guys, that's it for today. I will see you for the next one, and happy riding.